Bit different to usual modeling, isn't it, babe?
Just a little bit. A lot more clothing.
This place is absolute chaos. Well, good morning, guys. Welcome back to another episode and welcome to Hammertown. We're here in Johnson Valley for King of the Hammers, which is one of my favorite events of the year. And that is basically where 100,000 people descend on this dry lake bed to come and watch off-roading racing for basically 2 whole weeks. Now, I'm not here for 2 weeks, I'm just here for 3 days. We got here last night, drove out from Havasu, and it took us a little while. We're actually camping out in Amanda, my girlfriend's RV, which has been in storage for a little while. So we had a few kinks to work out with that, but it's all running. We got it here, and of course, we've got the new Can-Am as well. So that is our Palace for the trip, and then this is going to be our Chariot, and this is how we'll get around. We ended up getting here just around sunset, checked in. We're actually staying in the Optima Oasis. Thank you, Optima, for allowing us to stay here and camp out in this spot. You can basically come out and camp wherever you like out here in the desert. There's about 100,000 people that do. This is my 3rd year of coming to King of the Hammers, so if you're an OG subscriber, you've seen the videos before, you know just how crazy it gets. Last night we took the Can-Am out, got a little lay of the land. We're actually right here next to the 40, so they've got live music and a band playing there. They've got food trucks, super cool. We went and checked that out, had a little bit of food, and then we headed up to Chocolate Thunder, which is one of the crowd favorites out here. It is a massive hill climb, rock crawling thing that during the day obviously is a closed circuit, and then at night everybody gets whatever they want. There are some jalopies out there, and there are some insanely well-built trucks, and they basically see if they can get to the top of it while people are firing fireworks, making campfires in the rocks, shining laser pens. I mean, it is just bedlam out there, but it's such a good time. Like I said, it is just nuts out here. I love it. It's like an off-road Burning Man. So today, the plan is we're gonna go out and watch the Everyman Challenge. So King of the Hammers has a bunch of different categories. You've basically got everything from Ultra 4, which are like the purpose-built race trucks, all the way down to UTVs, even motorcycles. And some of them do part of the course. They might just do the rock crawling. Others might just do the wide open desert stuff. And some of them have to do everything. And the Everyman Challenge takes in all of it. So that's what we're gonna be chasing today. We're gonna take the Can-Am, go and drive around a few spots, see what we can see. And then this afternoon, I've got a little video shoot with BFGoodrich. I'm basically just gonna go head off into the desert and make some cool content. So that's our plan for today. So join me here, King of the Hammers 2025, and let's see what epic stuff we can get into. So let me show you the Palace. Here it is.
Oh boy.
Do you want to do an MTV Crib style tour?
Clothes. But this is where we hang sheets for privacy.
Yep.
Just like that.
Very bougie. Yes. Custom.
Dining room. Also, perfect place for sheets. This is where mice like to hang out sometimes.
Yeah, we got a mouse. Like I said, this has been in storage for a little while, and so we knew there had been mice in and around it, but I assumed that once we got driving, they would leave.
They just hunkered down.
One of them did not. One of them is now on vacation. Beautiful. This is
where violations take place. The massive toilet.
Lovely. Okay. And then the hot water heater also wasn't working last night, but I needed a shower because I was very dusty. So I had a nice ice cold shower at about 1 o'clock this morning. So anyway, there is the Palace. We'll see you guys in the Can-Am. Wow, I didn't think it was going to take 5 gallons. I've bought like 20 gallons of extra fuel with me, so we should be fine. These things basically sip gas. As you can see, it is gross out here. We drove through a bit of a puddle last night. And by puddle, I mean like a small lake. I didn't see it till the last minute. But thankfully, we do have some new lights on here. This is just a temporary setup for now. We're gonna get an awesome rigid light package for it. But just for King of the Hammers, I just had these put on. So we've got the spots in the front, and then we've got some yellow chase lights in the back, just so that we've got a bit more visibility. Like I said, it does get quite nuts out here, and there are some people out here who are perhaps doing a little bit of drinking and then also taking their stuff out. So not everybody is as sharp as they should be in the evenings. So I like to make sure that they can see me. If you haven't seen this, this is a Starlink Mini, which I've custom built onto this Pelican case. Originally I only had one, but now I have 2 USB battery banks that basically will power this on battery power alone for about 16 hours. And then I also have this little guy that allows me to plug it into power. Right now I haven't got the Can-Am wired up. I didn't get a chance to do it, but once the Can-Am is wired up for it, then I will just plug in this waterproof connector, and then that will give me power to this while I'm driving, so the batteries will never go flat. So I've basically got infinite Starlink space internet wherever I go. And then the beauty of having it on the Link system is that I can also throw it onto my Sea-Doo, onto my Switch, and onto a snowmobile if you wanted. Literally anything that BRP make that has that Link attachment, that can go onto. So really happy with how that turned out. It's working flawlessly. If you've been thinking about getting Starlink Mini to give yourself connectivity when you're out in places like this, I 1000% say you should do it. It is great. $50 a month. I think the dish was like 500 bucks. Well worth every penny, because when you're in a place like this, there is no mobile phone signal. And so I can stay connected, and I know that I can get on my phone, Google stuff, whatever, upload social media. This is nice. It's just nice to have. We left the Optima Oasis and we headed out to Turkey Claw, which is on the west side of the racecourse. And that's what's so cool about King of the Hammers, is that it's spread out over hundreds of square miles of desert, and just getting to the spectator areas is a little adventure in itself. You really do need an off-road vehicle out here if you want to get the full experience. So this is stop number 1, Turkey Claw. And I've actually been through here. I'm kind of piecing together where we are now. Last year I got to come out before King of the Hammers, and we did some sort of pre-running. And I came through here in a side-by-side. It was absolutely nuts how it got through. So I kind of know where I am now, but this is the Everyman category. So these are basically less modified vehicles, hence Everyman. You can kind of come and run whatever you want. So these guys, a lot of them just weekend warriors. And as you can see, we've got a bit of a traffic jam up there. So we'll go up and see what's going on. But good view of Hammertown as well from up here. Now, bear in mind, guys, that this is just a dry lake bed. So in a week's time, nobody will be here. It's absolutely wild how these people descend. And if you go on Google Maps and you type in Hammertown, it's actually a town on Google Maps. It just pops up once a year. Oh. Uh-oh, don't back up on it. No, 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 no. Forward. Uh-oh. Last night when we were at Chocolate Thunder, there's this line that looks impossible. And there was a bunch of like proper rock crawlers that tried to get up it and just couldn't make it happen. And then, for whatever reason, 2 relatively stock looking Jeeps, and I'm sure they weren't, but they just billy-goated their way up there, and then it became known as the Jeep line. Now the Jeeps have shown up to put all of these guys to shame. I will say, I'm not the biggest Jeep fan. It's not because I don't appreciate what they can do, obviously. I've just never been a Jeep guy. I prefer Land Rovers. But it was amazing to see what they were able to do yesterday. We were just sat there watching like, what? Like, how? Seemingly effortless. Shout out to you Jeep guys. You guys get after it. So check this out, everyone's up here in their mad 4-wheel drives. And then there's this guy. That is hilarious. Oh yeah. I mean, it is an X-Drive. It's 4-wheel drive. That's hilarious though. Just putting everybody to shame. Oh, that's a big rock. Don't hit that one. Oh, he's giving it a go. Getting a run up. I think he took the Everyman thing a little bit too literally. So earlier on when I was talking about the Jeep line when we were here, so this is Chocolate Thunder, and last night everyone was coming up. This line right here, this one is the one that the Jeeps were doing. And literally this was packed full of people, and then they would just come up here, billy go up and over that, and then just whoop, up and out and then out the back. It literally looks like it's just vertical. Up there, it definitely gets a little bit easier, but this first section is just insane. This time they're going down, so the race is obviously on right now. So then it looks like there's a hill climb here that we can't see because it's behind this ridge. So I think we're going to go and sit over there, and then we'll get a bit of a better view of the action going on over there. So we chilled at Chocolate Thunder for a while, watching the cars make their way down the hill and then back up the hill climb section on the other side. It's just so awesome to see so many people out here enjoying themselves, posted up with a beer, just watching the action. And the vibe at Hammers is always great. Everyone's having a good time, and it doesn't matter who's attempting an obstacle, the crowd always goes nuts when they make it up. So here's a little look at my Starlink setup. Like I say, before I just had one of these battery banks, and then I opened up the case one day and there was all this room over here that I didn't use. Some is good, more is better. Why not have two? So I bought a second one. These are great. These are only about $110, I think. And like I say, they'll power the Starlink for about 8 hours without being recharged. So this one is now at 12%. And I ran this last night for the internet, or twice yesterday, plus a couple of hours this morning, and then the whole time we've been out, the Starlink's been running off this, and yeah, I'm down to 12%. So this is at full ponies, but we're going to use God's creation up here, and we're going to pop out the solar panel and get some juice in it, because we've got to go back out for a few hours, go and do some stuff with BFG, so it would be nice to have a little bit of extra juice. I just got this off Amazon, and it's brilliant. It's got 4 panels, puts out, I want to say about, well, I'll tell you in a second. It's charging at 58 watts, which isn't terrible when you consider that, you know, it's 2 o'clock sun. It's not like it's at its most powerful, and we're also early in the year, so it's a great little way of just keeping it topped up. Anyway, I need to go and rehydrate, charge some batteries. I am so in love with these tires though. Like some of the rocks that I was hitting out there, it was just breezing over, and those stock ones, I did not have a lot of confidence going over rocks in those, I can tell you that. Okay, camera bag, batteries, see you guys in a little bit. And we're back. So this afternoon, we're gonna be with these guys, and we're gonna be doing some filming. Apparently we've got 2 camera cars, we've got a Bronco coming out, and these are all BFGoodrich people. So this is the BFG team, which will be a lot of fun. So, do you know where we're going?
Yeah, we're gonna go to
Laser Town.
What was that? Laser Town?
Yeah, out by Laser Town.
Okay. Yeah, coolest name for an area ever, I think.
Right. And what's out there? Is it sand? Is it rocks? Is it
We should be hitting
jumps?
a lot of flat, like
Okay.
high speed
High
stuff
speed?
is the goal.
Some whoops and some kind of trails that cross over and stuff.
Okay.
So.
BFGoodrich have been on more podium and finishing cars at Hammers than any other brand, which is just one more reason why I'm so stoked to be part of the BFG family and get to come out and do epic stuff like this. So when they hit me up to shoot some social media content with the guys at Look Collective, who was I to say no to getting badass shots of me hoofing through the desert at sunset? So then the plan is, we're gonna get some shots of the Can-Am. Camera guys are in the Bronco. Basically they'll be driving along, and then I'm gonna cut in front of them, make some dust or whatever, and then take off, and then they're gonna chase me. And we're kind of shooting into the sun. We're over the backside, so see Hammertown's over there, so we've got all of this to play with, and it's nice. Soft sand as well, rather than all the rocks we've been dealing with. So they're just getting that rigged up. We've got this going, got the lights up front now, you can see. So these are those chase lights that we've got on there. So like I said, this is all kind of temporary for now. We'll be probably putting in like a really cool chase light that will go all the way across, that will flash and do all kinds of good stuff. I'm also looking into a new exhaust. So there's a company that I've seen that makes a cutout, so you can essentially just get a straight pipe on a button and then keep the stock exhaust so you can have it quiet or loud. So I'm looking at that too. And Amanda's ready for her first photo shoot with the Can-Am. Bit different to usual modeling, isn't it, babe?
Just a little bit. A lot more clothing.
No, she doesn't have an OnlyFans before you guys start asking. Ready?
Sir, we're gonna go down. You've got your radio with you.
Yeah.
Right, so
Amanda's on comms.
we're gonna go right down there. We're gonna find the spot we're looking for.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, we're gonna chase you. You're gonna cut in front of us, and then we're just gonna gun it for a couple seconds, and then that should be the shot.
Let's do it. All right. Let's make some movie magic. bum pucker a little bit. I was going fast, babe. I want to go fast. Dude, that's so cool. And just like that, we're done. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. That last run, I was flying. I think it's probably time for you to drive. Wish me luck.
Show me how it works. Gas pedal.
I'll walk back, it's fine. I can see Chocolate Thunder from here. I'll meet you over there, babe. Okay, here we go.
You brake, you just drop your foot out the door.
Yeah, exactly. Fred Flintstone. So yeah, I mean, the only thing to know is just don't turn too sharp, which I'm sure
Yeah, that's a given.
you already know. But everything else is just f***ing send it.
Okay.
Foot on the brake, hard, and then pull back. So we just found this amazing spot up on the top of this hill, and you've got a clear view of everything. So just enjoying the sunset. The moon has risen. It's up there. There, look, right there. Yeah, what a great day. What a lot of fun. How has your first full day at Hammers been, babe?
It's been pretty f***ing awesome. Finally got to go fast.
You did?
Yeah, got to watch you shit your pants a little bit.
I did.
A couple little bumpy bumps.
And what did you think about driving it? Enjoyed it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do more of that.
Yeah. Oh really?
Thanks.
Yeah, okay. Let's see how it is. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. This is just such a great place to do it. So yeah, if you've never been to Hammers and you like this kind of thing, come and do it. It's definitely worth it. You are a good driver. I wasn't scared at all. Did you even see me grab the oh shit handle?
That's true.
I didn't touch either of them.
Just a little bit.
Just holding on to my penis. A little bit of dinner on the go. It's actually pretty cool because we've got dinner and a show. Because if you look through there, you can actually see the band playing on the stage at the 40. So we've got our own little front row, well, kind of front row seats. We're gonna eat this, and then we're gonna go up to Chocolate Thunder because our friend Chris from CK Woodworks that built my van and built my truck camper is up there. So we're gonna go hang out with him and see what madness is going on. But for now, dinner and a documentary. It's cold and it's windy and Amanda's tired. So instead of taking the Can-Am, we're gonna go in the truck. So we have heating, and so we're not in all of the dust because we both showered, feels nice to be clean, and it's just so dusty out here. I mean, we were both coughing up our lungs earlier. So we're gonna enjoy the truck. Obviously I've got the Carly suspension on it, so we can go anywhere we want. And I think we're gonna go and try and find Chris now. Get the heated seat on for the passenger princess, and I guess me as well. Driver princess. Put the Carly suspension to work.
Little woody whoops.
Oh, now the door locks are going on. Oh, it's a deep one. As the sun sets on Hammertown, the racers retreat to the safety of their trailers and Airbnbs before the wild men and women of Hammers emerge from their toy haulers. With a beer in one hand and a definitely not legal firework in the other, they're ready to race their questionably built shitboxes up Chocolate Thunder in a never-ending quest for the love and adoration of the raucous crowds that line the hillside above. Well, we made it! Back Chocolate Thunder! They're trying to hit this drone with fireworks and everybody's shining their laser pens at it. This place is absolute chaos. It's like cats playing with their prey. So when we got here, there was a bunch of people stuck and they just got clear and all hell has broken loose. People are going everywhere. I mean, there are spectators literally jumping out of the way because people are just mobbing their way up. It's just carnage. I have never seen anything like this here. This is chaos. Rock crawler doing the Jeep line, the one we were talking about. The Jeeps managed to get up yesterday. The crowd has parted like Moses parting the sea. Up he goes, just like being blinded by green lasers. He's done it though. He's doing it past the campfire. When we very first got here, there was this massive Ford, like a Tremor or something. Big mega cab, long wheelbase, long bed, it's huge. It's coming back down. It is beat to shit. Looks like it probably got like flooded out at some point, but he's doing it. He is doing it. Oh my God. In the madness of the evening, we never did actually find Chris, and then the couple that was sat next to us decided to let off a huge mortar without any warning. So we decided to get out while we could, and we made our way to Backdoor, where hopefully things would be a little bit more mellow. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. Run away! Good morning, race fans. Welcome back to day 3 for us here at King of the Hammers. Today is the final day, Race of Kings. Just making some breakfast and having some drinks. And then we're gonna head out and go and check out the 40, I believe this is the 4400 class is what they call it. So this is like the unlimited, crazy, wild stuff. And I heard this morning, because like I say, we're right next to the main stage, I did hear them talk about the fact that there are some UTVs in this class this year, which is pretty sick. One of them is definitely a Can-Am, I know that for sure. So it'd be nice if we can catch a glimpse of those on the course. So I'll try and figure out where we need to be to see that. We'll get out there and go and see some of the madness. So I'm here at the Can-Am booth, and they've got this absolutely pimped out Maverick R Max XRS like mine, but it's got tons of options on it. These rock sliders I have on order for mine. Also this front bumper I have on order for mine as well. Bit of extra protection, somewhere else where you can mount some lights. And then the rear bumper that this thing has, I also have on order. Again, just like a little bit more protection, just in case you come up short on something, or even on the street, someone comes into the back of me while I'm driving around on the roads on the mean streets of Havasu. Can-Am have always been so good with their branding and their marketing and just everything like that. Like, this booth looks badass. These Defenders are more utility based than the Mavericks, which obviously are for more fun off-roading. But this would be the perfect Havasu side-by-side in the summer. They have air conditioning, everything's all sealed up, no dust getting in, tint the windows. This would be cool. This would be a great way to be able to keep riding side-by-sides in the summer out where we are.
Air conditioning, no dusty.
I know, yep. And I have seen people put epic like long travel kits on them and basically have them ride as good as a Maverick. Babe, look how much room is in here. Epic. This is the first time I've seen inside one. More of a proper steering wheel. Definitely a more upright position. You're not in the bucket seats with the harnesses. But look at this, cup holders, there's your vents, look. And you can pop the windscreen forward as well, so you can open this and pop it up. So if you want some fresh air, you can have it, but if it gets too dusty, there you go. This is cool. I like this. I really like this. Okay, Can-Am, we might have to have words. Then you've got a little bed here. They're actually really wide. Like, it's surprising how wide they are. Look how much space you've got back here. Little tailgate. That's sick. I like it. So this year Can-Am have got a bunch of cars that they're basically taking people out on drives. So if you want to see how they are, you sign up. They do give you a little driver's meeting, and then they take groups of them out for 20-30 minutes out into the desert, which is honestly pretty epic because everybody had their own car. You know, it's not like a thing where you're getting nannied and, you know, you've got a driver with you or whatever. So it's pretty sick. So next time you come to Hammers, if you want to get in one of these Can-Ams, come over to the booth outside of Hammertown and they'll look after you. Look what I just found, the Golden Cedes is here. I follow these guys on Instagram. I actually saw them at the Mint 400 a couple of years ago. Or was it last year? It might have even been last year. This is an old turbo diesel Mercedes and it's absolutely badass. I've been following their journey. They've basically destroyed this thing a million times and they just keep building it back more and more wild. So it's got like a whole new front suspension setup from the last time that I saw it. Cool, I love it. You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. Go and stand next to that.
You need a ladder.
I was just about to say, like, they put that step there as if it's gonna help you, even though it's 5.5 feet tall. That is badass. Oh, that's cool. So they got the brake on the diff. So instead of braking the individual wheels, you actually brake the diff instead. Holy, look at this intake. I have never seen anything like that. Why does it have 3? Guys, in the comments, let me know. Why does this have 3 intakes?
You sure about that?
That seemingly all go into the same airbox. Never seen these frames before from Bomber. Quite like those. So if you want some Bomber glasses, by the way, guys, you can get them on my new website, which I'll link below. I've been wearing Bombers now for a long, long time. I've beat the crap out of them. I used to wear Pit Vipers and the lenses would delaminate instantly. Like, I'd take them out in the ocean a couple of times out, the lenses would delaminate. So stopped wearing those, tried Bomber out, and they have been indestructible. So I have a bunch of pairs. I have ones like this that I wear just when I'm kind of cruising around. And then I also have like the Clutch, which are these ones, which have little side shields on them. These are cool because they're clear. So I've been actually wearing my pair of these at night, driving the side-by-side because I've got a tinted visor. And the other nice thing is all of their lenses are ANSI safety rated, so you can also wear them at work as a safety glass. And they do like these massive ones as well, which are really cool. I have a pair of these that I'll sometimes wear on the Sea-Doo because it literally feels like you're wearing a pair of goggles, but they're just regular sunglasses. But like I say, all ANSI safety rated. A lot of them polarized as well, just really good quality, and they're really not expensive either. I mean, you're talking about less than $100 for a pair of glasses, which for me, someone like me that beats mine up and loses them a lot, definitely is nice. So just got these with the yellow or the amber. So these are really cool because you can still drive at night and it looks just as good as wearing a clear lens. But the amber actually like makes things brighter, and they're also really good for shooting as well. So if you're a pew-pew fanatic, then you can use these. Like I say, they're also anti-safety rated, which means that you can wear them at ranges and stuff like that, and they do count as a true safety goggle.
Respect, West Side.
Can do some modeling. Check them out. Beautiful. These are mine, right? Yes. Just make sure I'm not taking a pair of glasses. So I'm just watching some of the race here in Hammertown. Everybody's sat here enjoying the race. And what's really cool this year is that we actually have a few side-by-sides in the Race of Kings, which
right here.
I don't think has been done before. I think it might be new for 25.
Is that the turn, Dave?
And a couple of them are Can-Ams, which is obviously cool for me.
Yes, that's Cody Miller
crazy.
turning
Cody
up
Miller's
there. Casey Curry turning up into the wash away from the known road.
Epic these things are out there, and they're competing with these unlimited class cars.
They're 200 yards away from newness.
This is just such a cool event.
And that was.
So we went back to the camper to get out of the wind and watch the rest of the race on the iPad. And this year, Can-Am had 2 cars in the 4400 race for the first time ever, and they were absolutely crushing it.
What is the right car to win or to come out here at King of the Hammers? Is it a UTV or is it a 4400 car? And I think at this point in time, based on just looking at these UTVs, I think these are far from UTVs. These are basically full-blown race cars. We just happen to call them UTVs because they have that similar Can-Am drivetrain inside them. But just like every other Hammers car, they're very, very heavily modified. In this case, full custom chassis, full custom suspension, all set up, all to run that 37-inch tall tire. That's what's more surprising to me, is how well this car works with only a 37-inch tall tire, because a lot of the 4400 cars at this point have moved up to that 42-inch tall tires. That's a huge difference.
By the time we got back, they were on their last lap and the leaders were both regular 4400 cars. But then out of nowhere, Josh Blyler, who was winning, had a mechanical and had to stop. And then literally in the same rock section, JP Gomez got a flat and had to get out and fix that. So that meant that Cody Miller and Kyle Chaney in the Can-Ams were set for a 1-2 finish as long as they could get past them.
Now this is interesting because this is Kyle Chaney and he is making his way down the same trail.
So he squeezed through the boulders to the left.
So he's coming on down through, and it's not going to be very long until he comes out the bottom of the sand wash, and he will be able to see JP changing a tyre. And as he comes up around the top of that, he will see our race leader, Josh Blyler.
That is Mr. Kyle Chaney. Now the question will be, Dave, is there a line around Josh? This is the pass for the lead, I should say, right now. So this is Kyle Chaney in this rock section. Josh Blyler, we're assuming, broken up at the top. This is the line that'll get him around it.
So there we go. Our new leader in the 2025 Optima Batteries King of the Hammers, powered by 4 Performance Race of Kings, is Kyle Chaney.
Smart driver.
Car 191.
But racing isn't always that simple, and Cody had a little issue with his car.
Look at the front of that car, Jim. Look at the front of the car. Look at that right.
Oh
front
no,
of
it's
it.
broken. The chassis snapped.
I think the whole car's broken in half.
It has.
I think he's pulling a busted knuckle. If you remember the year that the car is broken in half.
Drama.
So, all right, so that is physical second on course. Now, literally broken in half in King's Veto. I think they're out of the race.
All right, well, I thought Can-Am was going to get P1 and P2.
That's a risky one.
P2 is out.
I don't know if you really want to.
P1 hopefully can still bring it home. Kyle is still winning right now, so fingers crossed. So yeah, unfortunately, there was just no way Cody was getting his car over the line as hard as they tried, which left it up to Can-Am's Kyle Chaney to bring it home and make history as the first UTV to win the Race of Kings. Absolutely insane.
This is it. This is history in the making right now. Kyle Chaney, as he powers round the corner, the performance Can-Am driver, bringing in this CT Raceworks Can-Am. And look at him now, just the MBRP launch, and he will be coming round to take the checkered flag in Hammertown. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Kyle Chaney as he comes around, takes the final turner. There is the checkered flag, and there is our unofficial winner at the 2025 Optima Batteries King of the Hammers, powered by Ford Performance. Wow!
Well, there we go. Can-Am just won King of the Hammers 2025, the Race of Kings. Here you go. Look at that. And they're actually being interviewed right out there. But we wanted to stay in here and eat snacks and watch it where it's warm and not windy. This is so sick. What a great way to end this weekend. Amazing. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. We have had a blast. Babe, did you enjoy yourself?
Had a great time.
Her first King of the Hammers, first time seeing anything like this. It is wild. If you've never done King of the Hammers or an event like this before, come and check it out. It is well worth it. It's very dusty, so bring lots and lots of wet wipes.
Keep lots of cloths over your face.
Exactly, yeah. I feel like my hammer lung isn't too bad this year, but yeah, so much fun. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I'd love to see you here again. Like, comment, share with your friends, do all the things. Be good people, make good choices, but most importantly, remember,
don't do anything he wouldn't do.
until next time, don't do anything I wouldn't do. See ya.